Hello, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Good morning, my friends. Welcome in. Happy New Year. As I record this, it is January the 1st, and we're starting off the new year with a bang, astrologically speaking. On the 5th, we have a full moon in Cancer that is incredibly powerful energy, and surrounded as it is by a three-way stellium. We have Venus, Mars, and the Sun all coming together about a degree apart in Capricorn. So for the earth signs, that is a very impactful transit, but actually all of 2025 was very meaningful for the earth signs. First of all, Pluto finally left Capricorn after being there for 16 years. For Virgo, we had the South Node in Virgo and the North Node in your opposite sign of Pisces. The nodes of the moon are our soul's trajectory on a collective level. So the South Node has been playing a very impactful role all year long, Virgo. And Taurus, well, we had the planet of Uranus in your sign. I think it's been there for 7 years. Now Uranus rules your fellow fifth sign of Aquarius. So it's a very uncomfortable energy view. Aquarius is square to Taurus. So when Uranus is in your sign, it brings about upheaval and change. Strictly speaking, 2025 for all of the earth signs in my observation has been a lot about physical challenges. A lot of my earth sign friends have been facing medical things and just general stability things around the home, things around the health. All that has been very big for the earth signs in 2025. Now, if we add and reduce 2025, we get the number 9, which is the Hermit in the major arcana, Virgo energy. So again, the earth energy has really been dominating this year. Anyway, earth signs, I'm going to do an overall general reading for all three of you put together. And then after that, I'll draw a separate tarot and oracle for each of the earth signs individually. We'll get some more specified messaging that way. But always remember that these are still general readings, so not everything I say is going to apply for you the way that I say it. Take what fits for you as it does, if it does, and leave the rest behind. All right, my earth signs, let's get into it. We're going to start off in the overall energy with the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. 2026, here we are. 2026 added and reduced is the number 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune in the major arcana. So from the Cave of the Hermit to the forward movement of the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, we have bring it into form. I love how her feet are splashing through the puddles and there's like stardust coming off of her heels. The magic is in you, and it's time to bring whatever your vision is for your future into form. That's what the earth signs do. You make things real, right? And this is number 41. So we reduce it and get the number 5, which is Taurus energy in the major arcana, the number of the Hierophant. Has a lot to do with our personal belief systems. Oh, I love this. On the bottom, we have one of my favorite cards in this deck. In the world, not of the world. Reminding us that we are spirits having a human experience, not vice versa. Okay, so there's some kind of spiritual development that's been happening for you all year long. And now we have bring it into form, the new self. Let's get right into the reading. As I mentioned, I'll do more oracle at the end and some tarot for each of you separately. Now, this full moon in Cancer, full moons are all about releasing and culmination. So let's take a look at the recent past for my earth signs. What are you releasing? Indecision, the Two of Swords, Libra energy. The Two of Swords is a crossroads in the heart. It's like where you don't have enough actual evidence, physical evidence to make a decision. So you sat at a crossroads. Those swords are crossed over the heart chakra usually, not willing to make a move until something more certain happens here. But we have bring it into form. It's time. It's time to get off the crossroads. That was in the recent past. Let's see you now for my earth signs. We have the 8 of Fire, the 8 of Wands. This is getting off that crossroads, all right? This is when the energy flows after a time of blockage. It's fast forward communication, motion, action, very passionate energy. You could be wanting to communicate with somebody, or you have a lot of ideas to discuss to bring it into form. I like in the Eight of Fire that they're out in the woods. That's such an earthy. Okay, let's see your next steps. Yes, there you are with the Empress, Venus energy, divine feminine energy. And the Empress does bring things into form. That's what she does. She grows and nurtures things into abundance. So moving, and now some of you could be moving towards this Empress energy, mother, wife, like I said, divine feminine. And some of you could be embodying this energy. We'll get more as we do the individual signs. Okay. Let's see the energy around you. This could be another person, could be a situation, or a furthering here of this action. Yeah. We have the Six of Swords. Lots of air energy coming through. The Six of Swords is a card about moving forward out of a place of internal or external conflict. So when you're in the Five of Swords, it's like sharp words being spoken, arguments, fights. This is wanting to move forward towards easier times. I'm still waking up, you guys. Please forgive me if I'm a little stuttery. Okay, so we had the indecision of the Two of Swords and then all of this forward movement. What's in the challenge for you? Strong Taurus coming through already. Oh, well, that's why all the swords. We have the Queen of Swords, Libra energy. Well, the Queen of Swords has been through a lot. She's learned a lot. She knows a lot, and she's done it the hard way. You could be a divorcee for some of you. The Queen of Swords is often an ex, but what I'm getting here is a lot of head over heart action taking place. Potential outcome. We have the Seven of Cups, Pisces energy. Well, this is very elusive. This is like a dreamy kind of foggy energy. And again, with that Two of Swords, not being certain about what you're going to do or what you're going to get when you make this decision to move towards whoever this is. Now, the Seven of Cups can be, like I said, quite ethereal, and we have bring it into form. Sometimes I look at this as a dream, and you moving towards that dream, wanting to make it happen. Okay. I mean, the Seven of Cups is very formless energy. It's like I said, everything's kind of cloudy and ethereal. All right, let's go to the Naked Heart. I'm just going to get a little clarifications. Let me see that Two of Swords in the recent past for my earth signs. What was this indecision about for you? Bringing something into form, the Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy. This is about putting in the hard work and the effort to build towards stability. Now, the Eight is building towards the 10 of Pentacles, and we have this bring it into form, creating something solid. Let me see the Eight of Pentacles. It's a card about putting in the work. Then we have the Three of Cups. Cancer energy. The Three of Cups is a card about symbiosis now. For some of you, there could have been two people, too many people involved in a situation. For some of you, it could have been that there was somebody in your workplace. We have the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Two of Swords. So it can be about deciding to bring something into union, a connection potentially. Okay. Let me see the Eight of Fire. Interesting. We got the Eight of Pentacles. That's building it. And then the Eight of Fire is motion. Libra energy with justice, harmony, balance, doing the right thing. Okay. Let me see justice. Libra energy. And then we have the King of Wands. Beautiful, because he's who's in charge of all of those wands, the 8 wands. The King of Wands is very passionate energy, Leo energy, very creative and fiery. And when he knows what he wants, he goes for it. So the King of Wands with justice and the Eight of Wands. This is about pursuing, doing the right thing, pursuing what you want and putting in the work. I just saw something fly past my eyes. Oh, there's nobody here but me. Interesting. Let me see the Empress. But yeah, this is about making a decision to do the right thing here. Let me see the Empress. We have the Ten of Swords. More air energy. Now, the Ten of Swords is the end of a very long and difficult path of learning. Swords are our thoughts. It's our mind. And it's like all of these lessons have been learned. And then we get the Empress. Some kind of ending. Let me see the Ten of Swords. Virgo, your energy of the Hermit. The Hermit is very wise. He goes within to soul search where his path is leading him to go. So you could be emerging out of a place of hiding, of development, of retreat. You've been doing a lot of work on yourself, and now it's time to move into some kind of partnership or union with somebody. But with the Hermit and the Ten of Swords, like that period of incubation is over. But didn't we start there? That period of being in the cave is over. And out comes the Empress, bring it into form. Interesting. Let me see the Six of Swords and the surrounding energy. We have the Five of Cups, Scorpio energy. The Five of Cups is sadness and regret. It's remorse for actions taken in the past. Now, what I find interesting is in the Five of Cups, there's always 3 cups that have been spilled over. Look at this. We got 3 cups in the recent past and a crossroads. So it could be that you were hiding out. You weren't taking action towards what it is that you want or to make something right. And here we go with the Six of Swords. Now you're moving forward. Maybe there were fights over a third-party situation. Five of Cups, please. Look at this. We have the Seven of Cups, and then we have the Seven of Cups in the outcome. And it could be like, what happened to the vision that we had? What happened to the dream we were creating? It was never brought into form in the recent past. There was a sticking to the crossroads. But it's like, now you're ready. Now you're ready to come out of a place of hiding or incubation and to take action. There could be something that you're still confused about in a situation as well with that Seven of Cups. And you want more clarity. Let me see the Queen of Swords in the challenge. We got a whole pile. Let me see the Queen of Swords in the challenge. Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Wow. The Six of Pentacles is a card about equal give and take and balance and harmony. It can be about exchanging of resources as well. So for some of you, this can be about settling a divorce or a separation situation. We have Justice and the King of Wands. And again, that's what's going to open up the path for you to go forward. Now, for others of you, you're waiting for some kind of support or reciprocity to come in. We got the Seven of Wands. Now, if you're moving towards this Empress, Queen of Swords, then what you're worried about is their reaction because there was some kind of fight or argument in the past. You want to move forward. You're ready to drop the burden, to drop the fight and the sadness, and to bring something into form. But again, look at this cat. Look how vicious that cat is, blocking out. Now, Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands. So this Queen of Swords could be blocking your path going forward. For some of you, that could be you, overthinking things, being hyper vigilant about red flags in a situation. Sometimes the Queen of Swords is. She doesn't really let anything slide. And that cat in that card is looking rather vicious. We got Seven of Wands, Seven of Cups. Let me see that Seven of Cups. Interesting. It's going from the surrounding energy and then you wanting to move back towards whatever that original dream was. Let me see. Yeah, back towards. Exactly. Look at this. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Number 10 in the major arcana. It represents 2026. The wheel is my let go or be dragged card. It's destiny. We set the trajectory when it's time for change in our life to happen. And then at some point, the wheel comes spinning through. And when that's in motion, like I said, let go or be dragged. The wheel coming through, wanting to bring back around whatever that dream or that vision you initially had was. We got the moon, full moon in Cancer coming up. Now, the moon is also about what's hidden and what we don't see. It can be about confusion. And with the Seven of Cups, we do have some kind of uncertainty or confusion here. But you're wanting to know, can we pick this up where we left it off? Can we keep on building towards this dream? Can we make it real, basically? And that's been in the energy of the collective quite strongly. We have 5 planets in Capricorn right now. Out of Sagittarius into Capricorn is all about making things real. All right, let's get into each sign separately. I'm going to start off with Taurus, and we're going to get you an astrology card. Yeah, but you're thinking, can we still do this? Can it be brought back around? Let's see, Taurus, this could be astrological energy in your chart and someone around you or just overall influencing the situation. We have the Imam Coli. Well, these are the roots that go down deep. And we already have that kind of with the Eight of Pentacles. The Imam Coli can be about finding where you belong and getting grounded and rooted. Whereas for some of you, this could have to do with your past. And then we have the 5th house. This is Leo's house. It's the house of passion, creativity, children. And we have an Empress here. So for some of you, Taurus, this can be about family and children. The Empress's mother. Yeah. We have the 4th house here. That's Cancer's house. The house of the home. The house of the mother. Interesting. Okay, Taurus. Let's go to, I'm going to grab the Mythic deck. Let me see, Taurus. What was this 8 of Pentacles for you? What in the past? We have the 4 of Wands. Yeah, Taurus, this is about a home. This is about stability and family. We have the 4th house of the home and the 4 of Wands. So for a lot of you, this can be about achieving your vision of a home environment, family. Something like that, Taurus. Something involving kids. Let's get you another one. And the 10 of Wands, interesting. And I said it's about dropping a burden. 8 of Wands here, right? The 10 of Wands is the end of a path. So it's like having achieved what you wanted to achieve. Let's get you one more. It's a lot of fire coming through for the earth signs. Interesting. Yeah, a lot of fire. My God, Taurus, you have all fire. You could be dealing with a fire sign or have it strongly in your chart. Aries, Sag, Leo. But we have the 6 of Wands. So we go 4 of Wands, 10 of Wands, 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is about victory and success. It's about beating out the competition or some kind of struggle. And for some of you, this has to do with a home. For some of you, like I mentioned, it can be about a divorce or a legal contract. Something going on here that has to do with finances, a payout, and a house, stability. Yeah, look at that, Taurus. On the bottom is the 5 of Wands. There could have been a lot of conflict around you, a lot of people trying to get in the way, whether that was internal or external. Interesting. Let's get one more there. You got all Wands. You got the 4 and the 6, which equals the 10. And you got the 10 of Wands. But it's like having victory in this situation would allow you to drop a burden, Queen of Swords. She's in the challenge and she's also here. Like I mentioned, Taurus, this is a head over heart queen. Now, there is a possibility for some of you that this Queen of Swords Empress is an ex for you. Depends on where you fit. Either you are the Queen of Swords or this is somebody that you want to make a settlement with, to do with a home or finances or something like that. Okay. But yeah, the Queen of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands is in the challenge, Taurus. Again, look at that cat. You're going to fight for what's right, for what you deserve. And it definitely has something to do with finances, reciprocity, stability, and potentially the home. For many of you, it can involve kids too. Okay. Let's go to the blue deck, Taurus. It definitely has something to do with laying down roots and feeling stable. Which, again, with Uranus in your sign for so long, Taurus, Uranus brings about sudden changes and upheaval, and we have that 8 of Wands. So it could be that this dream is finding a very stable place for yourself. We have Door to Spirit, number 32, which is also a 5, which is also the Hierophant in the Major Arcana. Your Major Arcana can be about commitment, family, marriage, belief systems, man holding a heart, water energy, King of Cups energy, and then victory. Love it, right? Because we have the 6 of Wands, victory, winning the fight, winning the argument, or whatever the battle is. Interesting. All right, Taurus. What are we going to do here? Let's get you a couple of talisman. Consider these to be like power words that you can take away from the reading with you. Victory and Door to Spirit. Taurus. We have navigation. Well, that's the 6 of Swords. That's carefully navigating through a tricky situation. We got a Queen of Swords here who's very smart and definitely knows how to navigate through these kinds of things. And then we have Blessed Day, where the dream becomes real, Taurus. And again, I'll say for some of you, there could be children. The Empress is often pregnant, right? Okay. Taurus. We have eternal charisma and overcome fear. I love the overcome fear card. It looks like the 4 of Wands. There's 4 pillars there, and burning in the middle is one more of those wands. It's a safe place. It's where your heart can be free. I love that. Okay. All right. Let's get a moon card for you, Taurus. We are dealing with a full moon in Cancer. How appropriate that it has to do with your home and family. Taurus. We have first quarter moon in Aries. Step into your power. The Empress emerges. Let's do you one more. And bring it into form. What you've been dreaming about. Full moon in Gemini. Embrace the flow of life. Beautiful. All right. Let's go to Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Let me see. Let's get you some astrology. Again, this can be in your chart, in somebody around you, or just overall influencing the situation. We have debilitated or discomfort. Got you there in the Hermit's cave, Virgo. So 2 of Swords, there could be something that you're quite uncertain about. Let's get you another one. And then we have Mars. Yeah, okay, Mars is all about passion and taking action, Aries ruler. And you can see in this card how there's a hand like clutching the very phallic hilt of that sword. Very masculine energy. And it is about, like I said, this hermit coming out of the cave, 10 of Swords, and then taking action. But it's like stepping into that is making you uncomfortable, or the speed at which something is moving, or the uncertainty of a situation is what's making you uncomfortable. Okay. Let me see. Oh no, I went to the blue deck. Okay. I'm going to get some tarot first for Virgo. What do we have? Seven of Cups for the third time. Unbelievable. The Seven of Cups is a dream. It's a fantasy. And you want to bring it into reality here. Taking action on it. Even though it makes you uncomfortable. Even though there's uncertainty. Seven of Swords. Unbelievable, Virgo. The Seven of Swords is about keeping things to yourself. It's about operating below the moon, like secret strategies, things being hidden. And then we have the Ten of Swords. Whoa. The Ten of Swords here with the Hermit and the Empress. Okay, let me get one more on that Ten of Swords for you. But yeah, maybe putting an end to some kind of uncertainty or confusion or a third party, because Seven of Swords can be about hiding something. Ten of Swords for Virgo. If the Ace of Pentacles, that's Virgo energy, and the Ace of Pentacles is a brand new beginning, very solid, physical. Bring something into form. Maybe you want to make an offer or a proposal towards somebody here. To begin something very solid, we have you taking action. Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords. You want to put an end to any kind of confusion and make it real with that Ace of Pentacles. I'm going to do one more. Okay. Yeah. Make it real. The Two of Pentacles. You're expanding. You're putting it into action. You're taking action. On the bottom is the Knight of Swords, taking action. Virgo, one more. From the Ace to the Two of Pentacles. And then the Tower. Wow. The Tower is Mars energy, and you got Mars right there. So for some of you, once more, I'm getting moving, relocating with this Tower. And maybe you've been planning this for quite some time. The Tower is sudden change. For me as a reader, it's also Uranus energy. So we have that Taurus coming through. But it is when what can't stand anymore won't. Anything built on lies or illusions, Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords, has to go. And the universe will send the Tower in to clear the decks. We got a wheel here. There's something that's waiting to come around for you. I want to do one more. Let me see the Tower, please, for Virgo. There you are with the King of Pentacles, Virgo energy. We have the Ace, the Two, the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is Mr. Stability, Mr. Reliability. There is something here that you want to invest in. Now, it could be for some of you with this Empress energy, you could be wanting to make an offer or a proposal. But I do love the King of Pentacles coming through for you, Virgo. He is who makes things real. He's who brings dreams into reality. And you have that Ace of Pentacles, which is a seed that can be planted and grown over time towards that dream. One more for Virgo, and then we'll go to the blue deck. The Two of Wands and Death and Rebirth, amazing. The Two of Wands goes with that Two of Swords. It's a new path that's unfolding for you. It is a crossroads. And now, death and rebirth, some kind of transformation. We got you coming out of the cave. Interesting. A new reality for you, Virgo. Okay, let's go to the blue deck. Yeah, I feel, Virgo, too, though, that something could have come to a sudden end and you're like wondering if you can bring it back around. We have the Angel of Strength, Leo energy. And the Garden and the Gate. And you drew that energy of discomfort. Look at this little girl. She's perched on the edge of walking through the gate into the great unknown. She's in her own private garden, everything that's familiar to her. But whatever choice you're making or that you hesitated on, Virgo, it's going to change your world. You do have that energy of discomfort, stepping out of your comfort zone. It's going to require courage for you. We saw Angel of Balance, but I don't want 4 there. One more for Virgo. Having courage to step outside that garden gate and bring it into form, your new life. Oh, interesting. We have envy. Okay. Now, envy and jealousy are not the same thing. Jealousy tells you what you want in your own life, but envy, kind of like, this is when you don't want somebody else to have what they have. There could be people who are quite envious of you and what you're moving towards in your life. 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords, maybe there's a reason to keep your plans under wraps because you don't want anyone to get in the way. We do have you steadily moving towards that 7 of Cups with the moon in the wheel, your destiny, your new future, even if it's outside of your comfort zone, Virgo. Interesting. Okay. Let's do some talisman for you. All the cards that came out for you, Virgo, are even numbered. 20, 30, 50. And a lot of 5s. But also 20 and 30 is 50. Interesting. Envy, the garden, and the gate equals the angel of strength. Okay. Virgo. What do we have from the talisman for my Virgo friends? That one was being funny. Look at this, Virgo. We have cut ties. And I said, what are you getting away from here? Whatever, it could be a workplace for you, Virgo, because in the recent past, the 2 of Swords with the 8 of Pentacles, you could be leaving behind an employment situation. Divine guidance, like that. Your opposite sign is Pisces. You could be following your intuition towards this new move for you, this new life for you. Death and rebirth, Virgo. Balanced emotions. We got the angel of balance. And we have you needing to have strength to bring this into form. Whatever it is for you, you have a picture of what your new world is going to look like. Interesting. Let's get you some moon cards, Virgo. Where did I put them? Oh, they're staring right at me. Early morning readings are so fun, Virgo. What do we have from the moon cards? Talk less and feel more. Last quarter moon in Pisces, and we got you in the Hermit's Cave, getting in touch with your dream, with how you truly feel. Pisces is your opposite sign. We had divine guidance for you. So, talk less and feel more. You've been getting in touch with your heart and what's leading you to where you want to go. What else do we have for Virgo? New moon in Leo. That could be part of what makes you feel uncomfortable, is being seen, stepping out of the cave. Let's do one more for you. New moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. Crazy, Virgo. 2 energies of Pisces. Again, your opposite. And we also have the North Node in Pisces, South Node in your sign. And with the Wheel of Fortune and the moon, there could have been a lot that changed for you on an internal level last year in 2025. All right. Last but not least, my Capricorn friends. Let's see, Cappy. This Venus and Mars conjunct the sun all in your sign is incredibly powerful. I'll be doing a separate reading for that. We have the 11th house. That's Aquarius. This house is the house of community, friendship circles, associations. Again, you could be moving, Capricorn. Let's get you another one. 11th house, the house of community. And then we have the house of communication, the 3rd house. On the bottom, Uranus, Aquarius's ruler. Interesting. And Uranus brings about change. It's going to move into Gemini very, very soon. And Gemini is all about our community and our friendship groups. So that could be changing for you. All right, let's see. Capricorn, we'll go to the tarot. Communication. Capricorn. The Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a lot of stress and anxiety, staying up all night, trying to get ahead of a plan that you can't get ahead of. Look at this. There's all these monsters up there in the clouds aiming swords towards that person. It's in the mind, though. It's your own thoughts. Interesting. What else do we have? The Knight of Wands and the Five of Swords. The Knight of Wands is fire energy, and it's very in and out. It's very much somebody, I mean, this could be a child, but it could also be somebody who comes in, has a little bit of passion with you, and then goes back out as fast as they came. But we got the Devil. There you are, Capricorn. Saturn energy. The Devil can have to do with fear, can have to do with addictions, with things from the past. Devil and the Knight of Wands with the Five of Swords. Let me get one more there. Five of Swords is my win at any cost card. The Ace of Cups, and then I see the Ten of Cups on the bottom. Now the Ace of Cups is the beginning, is the possibility of everything. Ten of Cups, marriage, home, family. It's big for the earth signs, isn't it? Let's have one more there. Knight of Wands. And then we have the Fool, Aries Major Arcana. The Fool is about taking a leap of faith into the unknown. But for some of you too, though, Capricorn, it looks like there's been some kind of, I don't know, temptation. One more. Knight of Wands, communication. The Fool. And then we have the Two of Cups. Interesting, because we saw that Ace of Cups. Venus and Cancer energy, the Two of Cups is about partnership. Now, what some of you could be saying, Capricorn, is my playing days are done. The Knight of Wands is somebody who just follows passion without any regard for where it's going to take them. They just want to play. They just want to explore the wand, right? Now we have that going to Five of Swords, the Devil, the Ace of Cups, and the Fool. And it's kind of like a King of Swords on the bottom of the deck. King and Queen of Swords. Yeah, let me get one more. Two of Cups is soulmate energy, and you want to take a leap of faith to have this beginning. But it could be Seven of Cups, I don't know. Yeah, look at this. We have the Hierophant, number 5. Taurus's major arcana. The Hierophant is about commitment. It is about belief systems, marriage. The Two of Cups and the Hierophant with the Fool and the Ace of Cups. Seven of Cups. I don't know. Looks like some of you, we have a Three of Cups in the past. There could have been a juggling. For some of you, it could have been in your workplace situation. We do have that Eight of Cups in the recent past, or Eight of Pentacles with the Three of Cups and the Two of Swords. Bring it into form. You could have been deciding whether or not to engage in some kind of affair in a workplace situation. We got the Devil and the Five of Swords. Let me get one more there. The Hierophant, please. The Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Because we have that Seven of Wands in the challenge with the Queen of Swords. Maybe, again, this can be about a settlement. It could have something to do with work. I mean, yeah, it absolutely could. There could have been some kind of situation. I'm not going to go too far into that. But I see fighting. I see things becoming known. I see illusions dropping away. And I see you standing in some kind of energy of wanting to be free of all of that and make some kind of commitment in your life. One more. The King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. We saw the King of Swords, Aquarius. The King of Swords and the King of Cups are opposite energies. The King of Swords is head over heart, and this is the King of the Heart. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, the Hierophant. I don't know. For some of you, this could have to do with family and children also. Definitely. And I do see a lot of fights happening here around that. Okay. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Let's go to the blue deck, Capricorn. What do we have? Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. Well, that's the heart chakra. Interesting. King of Cups, love. Two of Cups, love. And then we have a contract. King and Queen of Swords, Justice, the Eight of Wands. I don't know. For some of you, it could be about work. But with the Hierophant and the Two of Cups, it can be about a partnership or a marriage. And then we have the World. The World is the last card in the major arcana. It's the completion of a cycle. But I do get travel for some of you as well. So you could be looking at, again, moving. We have the Temple Path. And look at that. That looks like the Four of Wands as well. Could be following some kind of spiritual path here for yourself. Let's do one more. And then carrying connections, the Two of Cups. Well, the King of Cups is a very caring energy. Nine of Swords, Knight of Wands, Five of Swords. Yeah, I'm not really sure. That could be about different things for, like I said, for each of you. Could be that in the past you didn't want to commit to a situation and now you do. Now you've been through some things and you can see the value. But I don't know. For others of you, it could be that there's a fear for you of somebody just playing games with you. Or you're done playing, basically. Interesting. Okay. I get you. We'll do some talisman for you. For Capricorn. But yeah, moving towards these caring connections. Nine of Swords, Knight of Wands, Five of Swords. That's a lot of fear and anxiety. We have success. Look at the star up there. Aquarius energy. And we have intuition. The Moon and the Seven of Cups. And then we have magical power. Well, I like that, Kathy. And courage. Some of you could be definitely diving more into your spiritual gifts. Cast away negativity is on the bottom. Nine of Swords, Five of Swords. Interesting. All right, let's get you some moon cards, Capricorn. Why do I keep moving them? What do we have, please? First quarter moon in Cancer, push through any insecurity. Interesting. We do have that Cancer full moon coming up. First quarter moon in Gemini, speak your world into being. Ask for what you want. And one more. On the bottom, we have Capricorn. Last quarter moon in Capricorn, leaves the past behind. Full moon in Scorpio, breathe through the tension. And full 9 of Swords, 5 of Swords. And then full moon in Taurus, detoxify. 7 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Yeah, 3 of Cups. For a lot of you, there could have been a lot of partying going on. A lot of drinking, a lot of drugs, a lot of sex, a lot of third-party situations. Knight of Wands there is like, that's what I'm saying about him. He just wants to have some fun. And then we have all of this stress and anxiety and fear and worry. I don't know if you're worried about getting caught in this situation or you already did, because we have Justice. It could be interesting, Capricorn. Okay. But detoxified, caring connections. It looks like a lot of, we have the Devil, 5 of Swords. So I don't know, maybe you've been indulging in a lot of chemical things, a lot of substances, or just a lot of party nights and casual encounters. But it looks like you're ready for something real now. Bring it into form. Maybe you've sowed your wild oats, Capricorn. Remember, these could be vice versa. All right, Taurus, let's get you one from the True Love reading card to close this. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. I like that, Taurus. Okay, Virgo. Manifesting miracles. Oh man, your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. I love that. Dreams becoming reality, the moon and the 7 of Cups. That's the dream. Happy. Only time will tell. Let's do one more for you. That's true though. Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Saturn is your ruler and it is the Lord of time. So emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentments. Interesting, Capricorn. All right, my friends, that's what I have. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated in some way. Happy New Year, my loves. I'll see you soon. Namaste.